Okay, question 5. I have to start by doing a factorization. Okay, so any grid that works to factorize this will be fine. Notice that we've got a minus x squared. They've put the x squared term last. You might want to write this in the reverse form. Minus x squared minus 8x plus 9. What you're not allowed to do is multiply it through by minus 1, because it's not an equation, it's just an answer. So you have to, in your grid, have a plus x and a minus x. You need a minus x squared here, you need a plus 9 down there, so you need to juggle whatever numbers, decide what numbers you need there to multiply it out, and end up with a bracket times a bracket. So that should be 2 marks for doing an easy factorization. Okay, and then this is completing the square, but it's actually done backwards. We don't have to complete the square on this. We have to just check that the answer that's given. Okay, so this is a show that question. So that means we're going to want to end up that this equals, this is our endpoint here. Okay, so we are allowed to use this as our starting point. We're allowed to multiply out x plus 4 squared. So be careful when squaring a bracket. Okay, don't just square the x and square the 4. Make sure you do a full proper grid, x plus 4 times x plus 4. Get all the terms, get all the terms in the grid, okay, and substitute in, and be careful with this minus sign, and you'll know that you haven't cheated if you get to this without having to fudge anything. Okay, so now we've got a curve with equation this. So this is something that we have factorized and something that we have been given in completed square form. So the equation of its line of symmetry and its vertex will come from the completed square form, which they've kindly given to us here. Okay, all right, and then we've got to sketch the curve. So I know where to put the vertex. Okay, so you do your standard things. You do your shape, you do your y-intercept. Okay, you're definitely going to be doing the vertex. Now, are we going to be doing the x-intercepts? Well, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. The values of the intercepts on the x-axis is a big clue that we are. Oh yes, because look, we factorized it. So solving for the x-intercept, y is going to has to equal 0. Okay, so solving this equals 0 is going to be easy because we've already factorized it. So this is all about putting everything together, and you may not get marks unless all of these things that you decide are actually shown convincingly on a graph. Okay, so if you've done part of this but you're not quite sure the curve looks convincing, so what the thing to do is you sketch the curve anyway, showing the things that you can on the curve, even if it looks a bit wrong. Okay, make sure that the things that you've determined actually do get labeled on your sketch.